All right, guys. I don't really talk about crypto much, but I have been paying attention to it for several years on the down low. I've been waiting for a bull market in crypto. Unfortunately, I was invested into Nasdaq stuff back in late 2022 when the Nasdaq began a bull market. But I also around that time I was saying that crypto was at a serious discount there. Kind of called the bottom. I mean, there's no proof that I called the bottom on here, but I was, in social circles, I was saying that stuff. Whatever. I'm not looking for credit or glory for that. But what I'm going to say next is important for the future. I believe that crypto is going through a big bull market right now, and I don't believe it's over. I believe that it's going to keep going. This around here, this is like this whole area is where I said it was at a discount, right? And then it took a long time to get out of this discount, and then it very, very quickly, in the matter of 5 or so months, has exploded already. And I personally, though, believe it will continue to go up. If you studied Coolamage's strategy, I can just throw on a, where is it at? I can just throw on a 10-20 moving average. As you see, these things are pushing higher, and I believe there's not much stopping them. There's a crypto halving coming. We know that tends to be bullish for it. It looks like this time it got ahead of the halving, but it's hard to say exactly what will happen up until the halving. There's a few potential scenarios. One is that crypto will sell off after this bull run up until June. And then in June, either right before or right after the halving, then it will begin to have another bull market again after selling off. The reason for that would be that institutions want to scare people out of crypto before the halving happens. Another thing that could happen is that it continues bullish until the halving. Then after the halving, it crashes a bit. And then after crashing a bit and liquidating enough people, then it continues bullish. Those are really the two most likely scenarios that I see. Is either it crashes until the halving, in which case you buy it at a discount, or it runs until the halving, crashes after, and then runs more. So basically what I'm saying, you should probably, not financial advice, so I actually can't tell you what to do, but what I'm going to do is I'm already in some crypto now, and if it crashes, I'm going to DCA more. And if it doesn't, I won't be adding more until it crashes again. So basically, if it crashes, buy. If it starts selling off, buy, because I believe it's going to keep going up. So these are like Shiba Inu. It's performing a lot like a micro cap stock or a small cap stock that's exploding. And if you know anything about that, this is what Coolomage calls the small account edge, is when you have these like basically micro cap penny stock type assets that are exploding upwards. There's the sky is the kind of the limit. Obviously, you can fade the backside of the move, but something like this, especially when Shiba has been much higher than this before in the past, like this has a lot more upward potential than it does downward potential right now. Eventually, there will be a crash, and you could fade the backside of it like this too, where once you start to see some red daily candles and then they start getting taken out, going lower, then you can fade this downtrend over a while. If you have a broker that allows you to short crypto, I don't really get involved with that stuff. So I'm probably just trading the front side of this stuff, just because I only really trade crypto on like main exchanges like Robinhood and Coinbase, because it's brokers that allow you to short crypto, you kind of have to use a VPN in the US and all that stuff. And personally, I just am not interested in really having to hide my income from Uncle Sam, because the IRS can do you so bad if you try to hide money you're making from them. So I'm not worried about that right now. I mean, the best thing I could do to short was be to short the Bitcoin ETF or whatever. But in terms of trying to short like something like Shiba Inu, like I'm kind of SOL in terms of that, because I just don't want to use KuCoin or anything like that. I'm just like, it may not happen now, but 10 years from now, if you have a lot of money and then the IRS starts digging into you and then they find out that 10 years ago you made like X amount of money shorting Shiba Inu and didn't report it on your taxes, like that's just not going to go well for you. But anyway, and don't believe me, find out yourself. But like a lot of these cryptos seem like they are, like here, it undercuts the Rising 10, reclaims it. Looks like it wants to keep going. Some of these bigger ones, like this one doesn't look has the best looking chart, but like if you look at something like look at Solana right now. Look at this. This is pushing for this bull run, pushing new highs, right? Like it looks like it's really about to take this out, just keep going. Like basically reclaim the moving averages. It just looks cyclically bullish. And from what we know of crypto is that so far, every bull market has been bigger than the previous one. So right here, this could be something like this, where it could go up and then the halving could happen somewhere like something like that. Sell off. Most people forget about it, sell for a small loss or whatever. Then boom, it starts ripping again. And it does it very quickly, as you see. When these things move, they move quickly because they don't want people piling in too quick. So they try to have it happen and be over before anyone really knows what happened. But this is kind of a crossroads for crypto right now, where a lot of people definitely believe that it can be bullish again, but I guarantee a lot of people are kind of afraid they kind of have slightly cold feet right now, because now they feel like, first off, they missed this, and now they feel like that it's too late, and then it's going to rip more. This is kind of what tends to happen. It's going to rip more, and then they're going to FOMO in up here somewhere, and then they're going to lose their money, right? So I'd say it's a good time to get in for another high tight flag breakout that's probably going to happen soon. But again, if it fails, I would say dollar cost averaging until the halving, or until slightly after the halving, would probably be another good opportunity. Obviously, in the rare event that after the halving it continues to sell off, I think DCAing is probably the best option, but that's just me. I do believe that crypto will continue to be bullish in the long run, purely because the supply is decreasing. So, or the supply that can be added is decreasing, meaning that it's not really inflationary at all. So that's really good, and that's strong for an asset. Yeah, so Solana looked good. I think this one, no, not Fetch. It was like, yeah, Phantom. Phantom looks pretty strong to me right now. I would say Phantom looks really strong. Obviously, we'll see. Again, it could take a while to form a high tight flag for longer in the general crypto market, but if it does, that's just a good opportunity to buy while it's still cheap, and then ride it up for possibly, who knows, from here at least, maybe probably like a 5x, maybe a 10x, maybe a 20x, who knows. But like, look at this. If we're talking cyclically, like, boom. It really comes down to whether you believe that these cryptos have the potential to take out their all-time highs or not. Because Bitcoin is literally at its all-time highs, right? But these ones are lagging, right? These ones are lagging. So do you think that these are going to, do you think these have the potential to take this way out? I personally think they do. Now, obviously, being realistic, I don't know if Phantom itself will take out its all-time highs because it's pretty far away from them. But anything can happen, and usually the least expected thing will happen. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think there's a lot more upside potential to this kind of stuff than there is downside potential, because you can see it really based for a long period of time. This is taking out this stuff. if you know anything about Dan Zanger, when old highs are being taken out, especially from a consolidation area, it's actually usually a good place to go long. You can expect it to kind of make a flag for a while, but it will eventually, once enough people have forgotten about it or aren't paying attention, it will take off from a choppy area. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. Best of luck, guys, and I'll see you soon. But yeah, maybe I'll be discussing a bit more crypto now. So take care.